Welcome to my mess. It's a Thursday night. I've met with the moving company owner and listed a bunch of stuff that he's going to work out a bid for us, which is exciting. You can tell. Look at me. I am so excited. I don't get much more excited than this, folks. It, yeah, it's just the way I am. I've got my NaNoWriMo Victory Cup from a few years ago, and some lemon ginger tea, trying to cut through the nonsense in my head. Not the nonsense that I'm thinking, but the nonsense that's trying to sweep whatever bug this is out of me. I went ahead and ordered a couple of replacement batteries for my old laptop. I found a place that had them for $20. I got two, figuring that one of them will work. I'll try both of them, see if I can get them charged and how long those charges last. We'll see. At the same time, today I got a hint. My wife's birthday's coming up, and she sent me a hint over Twitter saying, hey, there's this thing, and buy it for me. And so I did, and that'll be here about the same time. And then I finally got myself a tool set. Now, I'm not talking about wrenches and screwdrivers. I'm talking about spudgers and tweezers and electrostatic insulating pads and that sort of thing. I've been in desperate need of that toolkit. I have a laptop down here from work that I don't know who or when or how long it's been this way, but somebody set the fingerprint password on it. And it turns out to be one that a particular model that the keys haven't been cracked for. So I can't just open it up and see what the key lookup is and search online and find the key code to unlock it. And I'm not about to call the company and pay them for this service. It's not. I mean, they've done this on purpose, so I am not gonna give in. But it's sitting here. It would be useful to have back at work, but it's just right now it's a brick. Can't do much of anything. So hopefully, with the correct spelling, see, I found a diagram that's supposed to be of this particular device. However, there's a difference between this model and the model pictured, and so the password, the BIOS password reset pads are not where they're supposed to be. They've got to be somewhere else hidden, and I've got to try and figure out what they are. And so, as of yet, I haven't found this model online anywhere. So I don't know what you have to do to get that stupid BIOS password erased. But by gum, we're going to find out. So I'm kind of excited to have my electronics repair kit. That'll also let me do some other maintenance. I have a few other devices and such that are waiting for a good spudging to get open, and so that I can see if I can do anything with them. I much prefer things that are held together with screws. That's just where I come from. The whole, flimsy plastic tab, permanently affixed thing. Thank you, Apple, for that crap. They made that commercially acceptable, and it's spread like lice in an elementary school. So anyway, hate that stuff. but it's something I've got to do. I've also got have my old phone actually, and I'm looking to open it up, and it had water damage. And I have heard that it can be repaired. The insurance okay, cell phone insurance is a scam. Don't buy it. Just have the money to replace your damn phone when it breaks, because you pay for this insurance, and the deductible. And I found this years ago with tires too. I was young and naive and going on a long trip, and so I bought new tires. And they said, "Oh well, for $3 per tire, we'll add road hazard insurance." And I said, "What does that mean?" It's like, "Well, that means ordinarily if you hit a road hazard, a nail, a random piece of cable or whatever that punctures your tire or slashes it or whatever, it's on you to replace the tire. But for the low price of $3 a tire, this was in probably '88 maybe, you will be covered, and we'll replace the tire for you." Boffo, I'm going on a 5-hour drive. I don't know what the trip's going to be like. I don't know whether I just bought these tires for $12. Sure, I would rather not have to replace one if I hit something stupid. So I take this trip. I drive 5 hours there, 5 hours back, have a flat tire. I take it in to Firestone, which is the company that I bought these from. Never again. And this was a long time ago, so you've lost out, Firestone. They measured the tread on the tires, and they said, "Well, these are down to 50%, so we will only pay for half the value of the tires." It's like 50% after driving 10 hours total. You're telling me 50%, I've worn out this tire by 50%. So either your 4-year, 40,000 mile tires, or your policies and your little measuring stick are wrong. Which is it? And eventually, I got the manager up there and I said, "Okay, listen, the math doesn't work. When we worked it all out, the cost of the tire, the half of the tire that they were willing to pay, the half the tire that I would have had to pay, plus the $12, I was still having to pay for the damn tire." So I said, "No, this is not right." It was only 5 days later. 5 days later, and they're saying I was using half of their tire. No, not going to happen. So I raised a stink, and the poor girl behind the counter couldn't have been 25. And she was the manager. And eventually they covered the tire because angry Irish dude was not going to leave until they had done so. But yeah, I was livid because they were telling me that either their tire was crap or they were scamming me. Either one, not good for them. So I walked out of there, and I haven't walked back into a Firestone in, gosh, what is it now? 30 odd years. Something like that. So yeah, just don't try and pull crap. Don't do it. So, all right. Well, I've talked more than I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to be in, out, done, whatever. Nobody's paying attention. Great. That means I can talk like this all I want to, and nobody's going to complain about it. All right. I will catch you on the next one.